Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to talk word problems today. Yes, your favorite. I can see it in your eyes. Everybody loves word problems. Loves word problems. Guys, we're on lesson 32 in the Saxon book, 3rd edition, right? If you're following along at home, it's on page 131. We're just going to launch right into these examples because I think that's the easiest way to deal with this. All right, guys, example number 1. This one says, the sum of twice a number and 13 is 75. Find the number. The sum, remember sum means addition. If you haven't already written these down, make sure you're taking notes on what the various words mean. So the sum of twice a number and 13 is 75. So that's where I'm following along at home if you are on the same page. Okay, the first things first is what are we looking for? It says find the number. So let n equal the number. For these ones, I'm okay as long as you use an n. You don't have to use like an n or an x. You don't have to put down this key. But for most word problems, you really need to have a key telling me what things are. So we'll just assume n or x is the number, okay? So the sum of twice a number and 13. Twice a number and 13, that gives us our sum, is, and is means equals, 75. Is 75. Excellent. So now we're going to go about solving this guy. We're going to minus 13 from both sides, right? We want to always get the chunk with the variable by itself. That's the whole goal of what we're trying to do. This is what it looks like now. We get 2n equals 6, that's going to be 62. 62, yes, good. Now, we're multiplying here, and the opposite of multiply, or the inverse of multiply, is to divide. So we're going to divide these guys. These cancel out. N equals half of 60 is 30, half of 2 is 1, so 31. N equals 31. Good. Guys, make sure that you're writing these down at home, okay? Into your notes. Example number 2. We have, find a number such that 13 less than twice the number is 137. Guys, less than, make a note, flip it, flip it. That means you got to flip it around. Less than, if you see less than or subtracted from, you want to flip those around. So I'm going to work our way backwards on this sentence. Find that all this garbage, less than twice the number, is 137. Is 137. Let's just get that out of the way. Beautiful. Find a number such that 13 less than twice the number. Twice the number minus 13. Notice I said 13 less than twice the number, but I flipped these guys around. That's what I mean when I say less than means flip it, okay? Good, so this is what our problem is gonna look like. Plus 13, plus 13. These guys are gonna cancel out. I get 2n equals, that's a 0, carry the 1, that's 150. 150. So now we cut these guys in half, divide by 2, n equals 150. If you have like $1.50 and you cut it in half in quarters, you'd have 75 cents, right? So 75. Okay, that was example number 2. Let's try example 3. Find a number such that if 5 times the number is decreased by 14, the result is twice the opposite of the number. What? We got to take this sentence by sentence, okay? So the first one says find a number such that 5 times the number is decreased by 14. Decreased by 14. This one you can go in order. It's not less than, okay? The result is means equals twice the opposite of the number. 2 times, and the opposite of the number in this context means negative, right? So 2 times negative n. Well, this guy we can actually rewrite to make it a little bit nicer. We can write that as, so 5n minus 14 equals negative 2n, right? Because a negative times a positive is a negative, and 2 times n is 2n. Good. I'm going to move this chunk over here. Usually I like to put my variables on my left side, but the reason why is because if I move this guy over to here, I'm going to have 0 left over there, and it's kind of a pain. So minus 5n here, minus 5n here. These guys cancel out. I'm going to bring down this. Guys, remember your sign in front there. So negative 14 equals, that's going to be negative 7n. Okay. divided by -7, divided by -7, n equals 2. Negative divided by negative is a positive, 14 divided by 7 is 2. All right, so let's look at example number 4. Find a number which decreased by 18 equals 5 times its opposite. All right, so let's just take it step by step. Example number 4. Find a number which decreased by 18. So we take a number, we decrease it by 18, equals 5 times its opposite. Again, 5 times -n, right? 5 times -n. I'm going to rewrite that. N minus 18 equals -5n. -5n. Good. I'm going to I'm going to move my variables over to the other side because I just think it's a little bit easier. Minus n, minus n. These guys cancel out. And again, how I am writing this right now is how you really need to be writing it on your homework and on your tests, things like that. This -18, we're going to bring that down, equals -5, and then this is a 1 in front here, right? So -6n, -6n. Divide both sides by -6. N equals, negative divided by negative is a positive, n equals 3, okay? All right, so let's just jump right into the practice problems that we have down here. So there's just 2 of them today. So go ahead and pause. They're on page 132. Go ahead and pause them, give it a shot, and then come on back. All right, for A, 4 times a number decreased by 8 equals 92. Find the number. 4 times a number decreased by 8 equals 92. Bam, let's solve this guy. Again, we want to get the chunk with the variable by itself, so we're going to move this guy over plus 8. These guys cancel out. I end up with 4n equals 100. 100. Divide this by 4 so that those go away, but what I do to one side, do to the other. N equals 25. N equals 25. Excellent. All right, so let's talk about for B. If the product of 4 and a number is decreased by 12, the product, meaning multiply, of 4 and a number is decreased by 12, the result is, right, twice the opposite of the number. So 2 times, or let's put it in parentheses, -n. Let's rewrite that -n, right? So it's 4n minus 12 equals -2n. Okay. Then we've got, we're going to take this chunk here, we're going to move it over to the other side. So -4n minus 4n here. Draw our line, cancel these out. Let's bring down -12 equals -2 and -4 gives me -6n. All right, now we've got to get that n by itself. So we're currently multiplying the opposite of multiply. Divide by -6, divide by -6. N equals negative divided by negative is a positive. 12 divided by 6, 2. There's your answer. Excellent work, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, welcome to doing some word problems. It's good fun, I know. All right, we'll see you in class. Thanks, guys.